Hello, ladies and gentlemen, I am your friendly neighborhood Pokeprof, and welcome back to the end of Let's Play Plants vs. Zombies. Before we go anywhere else, I'd like to take a moment to explain, well, what just happened to me. If you all might recall, during my Let's Play of Darksiders, I had a small little issue with my computer. Needless to say, my graphics card dying. I had to go buy a new one, and that's why things took a while to go and get things started again. Here we are a month later, and my newest graphic card that I had just bought and spent a good $300 on died. Kaputzi. Finito. No more. With luck, I'll be able to hopefully get a refund on that, though I'm not so sure, and I bought yet another new graphics card. Needless to say, right now, I'm more than a little leery about, my graphics card and it making sure it's running correctly. But with all that said, I wanted to go and show a few things. In the time between getting my new graphics card and, basically wanting to make sure what I was going to show off for this final episode, I went and been buying stuff. Lots of stuff. I bought the golden watering can, which, as you can see here, will go and actually water multiple plants at once. Make sure you get them all nice and happy. We got the fertilizer. You can fertilize as many plants as you want. Bug spray to keep them clean. They'll occasionally ask for music, although you can give it to them whenever they want. You can move them about with the glove, and you can even sell them. And you can actually earn quite a bit of money for selling the plants that you actually get in-game here. I also went and bought the Gatling peas because I never did show off the fact that I have that, so to say, particular method I use. So I'm actually going to go ahead and show it off now. Matter of fact, let's show off the fact that there are a 10 slot that you can have for seed slots, but we're not going to get that. Not with this. I would like to show some of the other stuff, but this is the point where Plants vs. Zombies is no more of a casual game, and it's more of a grind. I also went and finished a bunch of... Oh, not the bunch. All. I finished all of the puzzles, except for Endless, because, well, Endless. Most of them tended to be pretty much the same here. It was just different variations of Vase Breaker and iZombie. It can be fun, but I don't think it was worth showing the exact same minigame over and over. Although that said, I love the fact that all your brains belong to us is a thing here. Also, I'm not sure if Scary Potter is actually supposed to be a reference to Harry Potter or not. I think Harry Potter was actually out before this game came out, so... Brains. I also went through and finished most of the minigames. Mainly because either we've seen them already, in the case of like Walnut Bowling, Big Trouble Little Zombie, Whack-A-Zombie, stuff like that. They were kind of stupid, like Pogo Party here, or Bob Said Bonanza, or their gimmick really wasn't worth showing, such as Invisigool or Seeing Stars. And Be Gold Twist was just Be Gold again. Really, the one I'm going to be showing off here is Zomquarium because it's actually something a bit unique compared to everything else. But I will mention a couple of things. One, Dr. Zomboss's Revenge will actually have him at double his normal health. So he'll actually take a long time to kill. Otherwise, it's just the exact same fight. Zombotany and Zombotany 2 are annoying as heck because you got to deal with the zombies actually attacking you at range. Last Stand is fairly difficult to do because you got to make sure you choose the right plants for the situation or you're kind of screwed. Portal Combat is fun as all heck because you actually have portals a la, well, Portal, that will keep on going back and forth and making it so your shots aren't really all that useful. And then Column Like You See Him is probably the most fun out of the lot so far. At least as far as I'm concerned. Just because you choose one plant and it will fill the entire column with that plant. But all these different areas, particularly Walnut Bowling 2, is actually really, really useful for going and getting the bowling achievement. Big Trouble Little Zombie is actually really good for the exploding achievement. And Zobquarium here, as soon as we start a new game, is actually pretty good as far as going and doing the sun achievement, because you can actually continue to go and make a bunch of new snorkel zombies, let them have a bunch of sun, and basically you can continue to spawn snorkel zombies even though you only need 1,000 sun to actually win the trophy and beat the game. The more snorkel zombies you have, the more sun they'll produce. I'm not going to be going for the achievement here simply because, well, you know, it's going to take a sweet amount of time. But it's something that you can do. And the more zombies you have, the, you know, longer things will go on. Let's see. I believe the zombie summoning the brains will actually go and take up sun. Yes, it does. It takes up 5 sun. But you can see just how fast you can get, you know, a bunch of sun here simply because of just filling the entire map with snorkel zombies. Yeah, let's just go ahead and go and get the winning move here. Cause I could just spam a bunch of frickin' zombies and just see how all the sun that just spawning here. Let's see. Almost there. Thank you, game. Alright, let's just go ahead and finish the trophy. Because really, like I said before, I don't care for achievements. But now we get the achievement of beating all the minigames, so yay, there's that. Really though, there's only 2 other things I want to go on before we properly end the series. And the first is, well, Zombie Indie Almanac that we're missing. As much as I would love to go and actually find him and show him off properly, Altia, the main issue with this particular zombie is that he is the Yeti zombie. And he is unfortunately a random spawn. Once you go and get to near the end of adventure mode a second time, he can pop up in any particular area in the game. You can go into the mini games, he can go into survival mode, he can go just about anywhere. He will not stay around for long. He'll actually run away after a certain amount of time. But if you are able to beat him before he does so, he will actually drop a butt ton of money. He's actually one of the better ways to grind money if you know that he's going to pop up. I honestly didn't want to go through adventure mode a second time just really to show him off, so there's that. But that said, I think let's end off Plants vs. Zombie proper with showing my little strategy, as well as showing off survival mode. So let's go ahead, get these guys in here. You, where are you? My snow peas, torchwood, and pumpkins. And we'll go with the squash. Let's rock. So this is pretty much part and parcel where I go and do my strategy. You know, just by the looking of it, you can pretty much guess my strategy. I go and get 2 rows of repeaters and then upgrade them to Gatling peas. Put torchwoods in front of them, then snow peas in front of them, and just watch the carnage. Also, that reminds me, because we actually got a couple of codes. And there is the future code. It will go and give our zombies futuristic glasses. Basically make them look like they came out of Back to the Future. There are a bunch of other codes in the game that will do different things like that. Pokeprof will probably go and be putting them up here. Keep in mind, I would show them all off here, except for the fact that, well, to get some of these codes, you actually need to grow your Tree of Wisdom, and they will not actually be activated in your game until the Tree of Wisdom reaches a certain height. Brains. So this can be quite a detriment to you trying to actually get what you're wanting to do. Let's go ahead and squish you, but I think there's at least one other code that we can put in that will actually get us an achievement once we do that. So hang on, wait until a zombie comes up on the screen, and spell out mustache. Alrighty then. And then now from this point onward, we just go and watch my strategy go into action. Come on, you should die, dude. There we go. And now we also get to see the Gatling Pea in action. See just how much damage it does. And this is one of the more dangerous, you know, just items in the game to have, simply because it's able to just shoot so much. You combine that with something like Torchwood and it will just run through everything. This is also where you can have a lot of use out of like the imitator plant. So I just noticed I just put repeater in the wrong area. Because by having the imitator plant, you're able to go and have a lot more twin sunflowers out on the field a lot faster. Let's go kill you. Alright. But once we get to survival mode, pretty much it's just there to grind up money, get more plants, and really just for you to see how long you can survive. Once you get into endless mode, that's when things start getting crazy, because you essentially can stick there forever. And eventually it will you just will get overrun. There will be too many zombies with the plant setups you have to make things even remotely worth trying to survive. Get all of our repeaters up. And we should reach our first flag right here. More zombies are approaching. Now, what's the interesting thing about survival mode is not only will it go and throw more harder zombies at you, but it will also allow you a chance to go and re-choose your plants. In the case of, well, you ending up with plants that you can't normally fight with. Because you will eventually fight things like the balloon zombies and the and other, very specific zombies, and you want to be able to still be able to fight them. And since you wouldn't be able to do that if you just stuck with your basic plants. Alright, let's go tall nut. Pumpkin. Am I missing anything that I normally wouldn't take? Let's do squash still. But you also get to keep all your plants from your previous round, so that can really, really help you out. And once you get far enough, you can protect your sunflowers in the back, you don't ever have to worry about going and, you can pretty much forget bringing sunflowers in because you don't have to worry about them. And now we're done with our repeaters. Start upgrading them into Gatling peas. Also start putting my torchwoods down once I get the sun. Because the main problem with my strategy here is in most of the regular levels, you're never gonna get this far. By the time you even get remotely this far, your round will have far been over. As you can see, just this damage alone is just running through everything. Also, something I actually should mention that I kind of forgot before. The snow peas actually are not as useful as I kind of made them out to be here with this particular strategy. Because enemies that are thawed will actually get de-thawed once you go and hit them with fire peas. And that's just how it works. More zombies are coming. Kinda wish there was a way for you to just tell the game, yeah, I want to keep my plants. Let's just go ahead and do Gatlingen. Twin. We really don't need anything else. Not really. Let's do torchwood. Let's do spikeweed. Actually, do we have enough? No, we don't. I sometimes like to put spikeweeds in the front area when I'm just kind of wanting to be a dick to the zombies. So let's just go ahead and... yeah, we're pretty much good. Unfortunately, we cannot start until we actually pick everything, so let's get Marigold, you, and let's do you for just protection. And just have Marigold sit there. Spawn us some money. And just watch as my plants murder everything. So you can see pretty much nothing is able to get through here. They're all falling way before that. And with the spike rocks there, they'll be able to just take more and more damage the further we go along. And this is what I was telling the guys about earlier. Watch these doors just crumble. It does not take much at all. Actually, you need some protection. There we go. And that's pretty much my strategy. And unfortunately, this is where pretty much the game just kind of gets, you know, it's the same kind of deal from this point onward. You guys have seen pretty much everything Plants vs. Zombies has to offer. At least for the original game. There is Plants vs. Zombies 2, and I will tell you right now that I will not touch it. From what I've seen and heard about the game, it's pretty much a giant cash grab, so unfortunately that's just something I'm not really interested in. But with all that said and done, I hope you all enjoy this Let's Play. We're gonna have a new Let's Play starting tomorrow, and well, it's gonna be something a little bit more statistical based. You'll see what I'm talking about. Until next time, folks, this is your friendly neighborhood Pokeprof saying so long, and get ready for a little bit of stardom. Until then, folks, take care.